Hey, get back. In there. Get back. Thank you. Alrighty. So right now we're on the way to get this desk next to Rosenwald School. This is a desk that I came across a while back. So I already knew about this desk, and I had a feeling it was like it was actually part of the school, which I'm pretty sure it is. And Miss Caldwell showed me another desk which looked like it was actually pretty much like in mint condition. It was pretty exciting to look at. These squirrels, man, wouldn't move. Alright, so we'll park the car here in the shade. So this is what used to be the Rosenwald School. Hang on, big girl, hang on.
When I was in the 3rd grade over at the little Rosenwald School, that was the desk that I got a beating in. There was a little fella, Parks Ross's nephew, that moved in the house. You know, his wife is white, I forget her name. But anyway, it was her husband, and he was bullying or beating up my cousin.
Yeah.
And they were all scared and everything. I took my umbrella and beat him over the head. And when I got to school the next day, I was in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And, I was a little fella, child, whatever. And at the desk, the lady was popping my legs. And I was turning and twisting it, trying to get away, but couldn't get away.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And that's what I thought of when I saw that. Wasn't that something?
What is this desk?
That's the desk. That's the desk.
Okay. So to me, again, I feel like there is an importance in keeping the desk, even though it's in that condition, just given the history of the neighborhood.
Okay.
Because I found it where I used to play, which was in the woods. And it was a little ways away from the school. It wasn't necessarily right next to it. It was in where the creeks that were next to the school, right? There used to be creeks back there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I figure the water may have taken it down there over time, and that's probably a big reason it got so worn down. But again, just given the history of the school and the community, I don't see why this desk ever got to this state. This is the only desk I've found. This is the only desk I've found out there.
Well, because, okay, I was in the 2nd grade. That was 52, 3, 4, 5. That was 55, 1955. And it's probably been outside that length of time. So that's about almost 70 years. But isn't that something? I remember when I saw that, I got so tickled. I got my first beating at school, my first and only beating in a desk like that.
I went through the other side. There's what used to be a small dirt track back there. And as a kid, I used to play all around that area and all in there, but I hadn't really come across that desk until not long after I met Miss Caldwell, actually. If I'm correct, it's pretty much right where I'm pointing at. And, come on, big girl, this way. Come on. Leave it. I don't know, there's a lot back here. There's a lot of really old containers. Mason jars. Good girl. But this desk, to me, what I find odd is how far away it was placed from the school. Because from here, we're probably about a good 40 yards, maybe. A little bit more than 40 yards from the school. And the desk is somewhere down there by those tires. Last I remember. Keep moving, big girl. Okay, so there's that can. So there's definitely been some water flow down here. So, and all the leaves are pushed away. I know it's not up there. Easy, big dog. These mason jars I was talking about. Really old bottle here. Keep it moving, big girl. Whoa. Good job, big dog. Hey. Whew. Easy, big girl. Used to play tag out here. Great way of gaining balance. Running through the woods. So here's pretty much what's left of it. Again, as I mentioned, I don't know why it's so far away from the school. But from what I've learned is that all of this actually used to have water sitting in it consistently. So this was all pretty much a stream, if I understood. Which as a kid, I always wondered why we had so many dips and so many valleys. I'll come back to this. But you have what would be a waterway coming from that way, going into that direction. That's towards St. Philip's. And then this opening, goes into what is now, get out of there, over here. There's like sewage lines over on that side. So we'll see. King size. Get over here, India. Upper 10. I mean, see, I want to move some of these bottles because I feel like they might actually have some sort of storage, or not necessarily a story to them, but hey, leave it. Alrighty. This way with these. Alrighty. Good job, big girl. Alright. And not the lightest thing I've carried. Leave it. I mean, it's definitely been sitting out here for some time. Come on, big girl. Keep going. Watch out. You know, this is kind of like the groceries thing, where you know you could come back for it, but you really don't want to. Hold my camera in my shirt so the lens doesn't get all scratched up. Alright. Good job, big girl. Looks like we got a couple thorns. Get back. Nothing too serious. There we go. All right. Sit.